right, guys, Jason with Breakpoint. We're back. Today we're going to make enchilada sauce. Now, this is like enchilada sauce, burrito sauce. It's got many uses. You can put it on tacos, tostadas, burritos. I don't care what you put it on, but you can put it on anything that you want. It's delicious. It's kind of a staple. It's like a glue in the Hispanic world. So it's not that hard to make. It's actually simple to make. It takes about 15 minutes because you do have to boil it out. So chicken stock is important. I'm going to use chicken bouillon. It's found everywhere. Bouillon, how you sell that? It's bouillon. So like, and I'm going to use Mexican canned stewed tomatoes, and I'm going to blend them up with my stick blender. You can use tomato paste if you don't have stewed tomatoes. You don't want to go to the store. I understand. You could use fresh tomatoes. It doesn't matter. Just use some type of tomatoes, folks. We don't have to make this into rocket science, right? So, as parents and you have kids, you know, you're in a pinch. You can't go to the store. Just grab what you can on your shelves. Hopefully, you got just about everything that you need, and it'll still be delicious. I promise you. Okay, so I'm going to blend these stewed tomatoes up, and I'll be right back. Okay, we have a lot of ingredients. They're going to be located in the description below. And also, you know, to make this video shorter, I went ahead and put it all in one bowl so you didn't have to suffer watching me measure all that out. So, without further ado, let's get to it. We got to make a roux first. When you make a roux, folks, you never leave the stove because you don't want to burn the roux. If you burn the roux, your sauce is no good. Other than that, this is going to be straightforward and pretty simple. Let's get to it. All right, folks, it's time to cook the enchilada sauce. All right, we need some fat to do that, so we're going to choose butter. All right, so we're going to take a couple of these dollars of butter here, and I'm going to take some oil. I'm going to use lard. Because I'm into that natural thing. Now, some of you have made roux. It's not rocket science, but I like to cook all of my spices at once. So I'm going to incorporate that. I got my flour. This is the entire mixture. And we're going to just let this cook for a few minutes. Yeah, it's pretty thick. Spread it out. You you can start smelling all those beautiful spices. Now, remember, we're going to have to let this simmer for about 15 minutes. I'm not going to say 10 because some people will go 10 and then they'll taste flour or something, and that's not going to be good. So let's just shoot for 15 to 20 minutes when we start to simmer this thing, and you want to watch it at this stage. I have my stove on high here, but I don't want to burn this. You want to take that white flour and you want it to turn brown, a golden brown, but not black or not burnt. And it kind of smells like a pie crust if you do it all by itself. But I like to intensify all of these flavors by cooking them down like this as well. And then remember, we have the chicken stock we're going to add in. We have the tomato sauce, which I have stewed tomatoes here. I'm going to add those in right now. Then I'm going to add the stock. This is the bouillon. And I'm going to mix all that. I'm going to let that cook for a few minutes. Okay? I'm going to let this get nice and happy with each other. Now, if you really want to go the extra mile, you can crush some fresh garlic in here right before you throw in the stock, you know. Hit it for about 30 seconds. But I went with garlic powder this time. All the ingredients will be listed below. You can see this thickening up, right? It's thickening up quite a bit here. That's good. We're still cooking that flour, see? We're going to get the right consistency here. And then we're going to add this chicken stock here. Just add like a cup at a time. Don't go crazy. Whisk it in like this. We're just thinning it out. Every time you get it smoothened out, we're going to add another cup. And you guessed it, folks, more whisking. Oh yeah, she's looking like a sauce now. And she smells good. It's hard to beat that smell. Okay, and with the rest. All right, so the only thing left to do here, we're going to give it a mix again. I don't see any clumps. I don't feel anything in the bottom of the pan. This is a total sauce now. We're going to bring this to a boil, and we're going to set it to simmer. You want this to simmer for 15 minutes. Just make sure you got it all nice and broken down. I don't feel anything at the bottom of the pan. Nothing's sticking there, so nothing can burn. Okay. I'm going to let that simmer. I'm going to just turn mine down to simmering right now. And we'll be back in 15 minutes. Okay, folks, we're back. This is simmered for about 20 minutes. Look how silky, how smooth it is. Notice there doesn't have crust there. The reason why it doesn't have crust is because I stood in front of the stove and I stirred it. I didn't leave. You have to have patience with sauce. The more patience, the more love, the better it looks. But I want you to see and notice how silky this sauce really is. Look at this. Look at that. Okay. Now this sauce you can put on tacos, enchiladas, tostadas, burritos. You can make smothered burritos. Throw it in the oven, put some cheese on there. Bam! Delicious. You can throw it on rice. You could throw this on chicken. I don't care what you throw this sauce on. This is a staple and it's delicious. And it's very simple to make. Most people have all the ingredients already, most likely in their cupboard. If not, the directions and everything will be listed in the description below to make this beautiful sauce. All right, folks. I hope you enjoy.